This is what happens when you talk all that shit, you post all that shit, and this is what comes back to you. What comes around goes around. Well, wait, no, what goes around comes around. Wait. Fuck. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Think About It Reviews. Now, before I start this review, I just want to say, like I said, I'm sorry that there's been lack of content. I have been really just not been feeling good. But I have watched a couple of films. Because, even if you're not feeling good, you can watch a little something. So this is going to be a spoiler review on Unfriended. Now, Unfriended is this new rejuvenated way of found footage type, paranormal activity type film where these group of kids are able to do... What's great about this film is they're able to use Google, Facebook, I don't want to say Instagram. Skype. Yeah, and Skype. There's a group of friends who Skype. We follow this chick named Blair, and with her friends, her boyfriend Mitch. It's her boyfriend Mitch, and then it's her other friend Jesse, and then it's these Adam, and then it's fucking Ken, and then one Valerie comes in, so to speak. They're all teenagers, They're all on Skyping, all talking to one another. Beforehand, it's Blair and Mitch, and they're fucking, lovey-dovey, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Before the film, though, we see a little bit of something of this chick named what the hell's her name? Joanne, something like that. Let me get it real quick. Unfriended. I think it was Joanne, I believe. Joanne Barnes or something like that. Shit. There we go. Laura Burns. There it is. Fucking Laura Barnes. She has blonde hair on this pic. Laura Barnes. So Laura Barnes is basically... we see a little bit of what happened on the night. Because if you haven't seen the trailer, you know it's a fucking horror film. So we see basically her... And she is, like, we see her laughing, like, you don't kick my ass. Like, somebody's recording her. Then we see her on the ground. And that's all we see in the very beginning until we see in the very end. One, to let you guys know, I actually found this entertaining. I did find it entertaining. I thought it was, because we do it. We go to Skype. We go on Google. We go on, Facebook or whatever. I don't do Facebook. I don't do Skype. This is the fucking reason why I don't do it. But I've done Google Hangouts. I did have a Facebook account, but I don't have it anymore because I don't want to deal with that shit. Of course, I go use Google. So I'm already invested because I see this technology shit every time, a lot. So that's what drew me into this new way of showcasing horror. And I thought the way they kind of presented where, they couldn't leave the computer was actually kind of smart. There's smart little things that happen along the way of the film, especially when, Laura is fucking talking from her Facebook account, or Billie, comes into this chat room, the Skype chat room with all of them, and they can't get this guy out. They can't hang up and call back one another. This thing just remains with these group of people while they're Skyping. And at one point they do say, oh, fuck this shit, I'm done. But Billie says, if you leave, I'm going to kill you, son. So I thought that was very, very, very... that brought more intensity. This was real it wasn't scary. This film was not scary at all. But it was not very intense. But there was intensity and atmosphere there. There was... I hated all the characters. And honestly... At the end, it's reasonably so. I mean, you could hate all these characters because you kind of want to see them just get it because of what they fucking did. Of course, at the end, we find out that Laura, there's a lot of secrets among these kids. Mitch, not Mitch, Adam sleeping with Blair. Mitch calling on Adam for a drug bust. Blair being the one to record, Laura is laying down on the ground full of shit and piss on her. And, Mitch being the one to upload it. So all of them had a hand of being, the culprits, so to speak. They all had judgment upon them. Judgment upon them. So Blair, I mean, there's no sugarcoating it, too. Like, this movie was, I thought they were going to, say, oh, it was Laura's, cousin or something like that, or some bullshit like that. But no, it's actually Laura, who is a ghost, who is haunting all these kids, and who is killing them off one by one. I thought the deaths were, they were so-so. I mean, you didn't see anything. I thought that was a, cop-out. But the intensity going into each death of these characters and, unfolding a lot of their secrets and shit. I think I really felt bad for Jessie. She was the only one. She was just like, she shut up the whole time, too, after they were doing the little game at the end. I kind of felt bad for her. And even when the death, they're like, now she will shut the fuck up, huh? Yeah. I thought the whole idea too was pretty interesting. I did like that. I like the aspect of Laura coming back, from the grave basically and taking vengeance upon these kids. Going a little bit step too far there, Laura, aren't you? I did like the secrets as it unfolded. I liked the little game that they played, like Guess Who or whatever. Only problem I really had with it was the death scenes. Like, it was kind of a cop-out. Kind of want to see what was going on. Also, it just it lagged a little bit. It definitely lagged. I felt like this movie could have been just definitely shortened down. Because after a while, I'm like, oh my God, just get... Like, the very first act is just so slow. Because it's, introducing all these characters, really... building up the characters and showing, why these people are just getting a plot going. And I thought, you know what, we already get it. We just fucking get to the deaths already. And I just felt like this film could have been, the pacing was just a little bit off. It could have been edited down. The acting was fine. I did believe these kids were just, on here. I actually, Adam was a little bit crazy, but the acting was fine. I don't think it was too terrible. It definitely made me believe like these kids were were really scared. Ken was a piece of shit, dude. I wanted Ken, the fat dude, to get his. And oh boy, did he get his. He got his, little fat boy. Oh, I'm fat. Anyway, so overall, I did enjoy the film. There's really not too much to talk about it. I watched it. I'm never going to watch it again. It's not a classic by all means, but it was entertaining for just a one-time watch, honestly. Especially when it's on cable or whatever, and right now it's like on Redbox or whatever. I would recommend you pick it up, check it out. It's not for everybody. I think, I'm not saying it was the greatest thing in the world. I just said I was entertained by it, and I do recommend you watch it on TV or something like that. Definitely would have recommended you seeing this in the movie theaters because it's kind of a waste of money. But overall, it's a fine movie. It's okay. It just has those problems, of course, and it has the. But I think the premise of, not sugarcoating it and saying that Laura is actually a ghost upon wreaking revenge was actually pretty nice. So that's about it, guys. I do recommend it. So if you haven't seen it already, if it's on TV, check it out. And that's about it. So thank you guys for listening. And subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you like it. And comment below and I'll answer all your guys' questions. So thank you guys for listening. And Dan the Man, aka Daniel's son, is out. Where's the fucking...